Or to your YouTube?
Thomann YouTube channel.
You're shooting at the Thomann YouTube channel.
We're going to be live, or maybe we're already live on the Thomann YouTube channel. One thing I've noticed is if you lean forward in that chair, all it gets is your nose. All it gets is my nose.
Alright, so stay back here.
Don't do the leaning forward, and watch what Ryan does when he's crossing his legs.
Got it.
And I'm crossing. It's a shorts off today, day 2 of TGU 19. I forgot my shorts, and in case you can hear me and can't see me, this is a 360 broadcast. 360 means that if you take your mobile device and move it, it will go 360 with us. So I'm going to do it now, right now, and look, check that out. Go on.
I'm loading it right now. Whoa!
Oh, that is cool.
Whoa. You can also do it with your fingers like that.
I see.
I was wondering how that worked.
Hi, me. Hi, me. Oh, I'm still leg crossing.
Are you also watching it on your?
I am. Well, mostly I just want to troll you in the comments.
Okay, cool. So we've got 7 people watching already.
Wow.
Amazing.
That's
I'm
a record.
one of them.
It's a new record.
Yeah.
I am Andy.
Thanks,
I'm here at Thomann. I'm joined by many people. There's so many people that I don't know their names.
Should we introduce ourselves?
That would be great. I'm Andy.
This is fun.
I'm Michael from Guitargate.
I'm Julia. I'm the bass host for Thomann.
Oh, hi. I'm Ryan from 60 Cycle Hum.
Hi. I'm Steve from Boston.
Yes, I'm Hunter from Aggifish.
Love you, Steve.
I love you, Andy.
You got that voice right now.
Yeah, you do.
Smooth.
Do you ever get a
Right.
real close studio mic and do the Paul Davis thing and get real in an isolated room and just read stories?
Ask China Guitar Skeptic about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. You should do.
He
Yeah.
nearly plotzed when we were at KidCon.
You want to get in here?
What's
We're doing a live video.
Oh yeah.
Come
Come
on
in
in.
here, everyone.
Move, get your back out of here.
Come on, that's rude.
Whose bag is that?
That's mine.
Phil.
Oh, that's.
Move your back, Phil.
What are we looking at?
This robot.
Have you done one of these yet? No.
This is a 360 cam.
Oh wow.
So people can move their device or do that.
Who's watching?
Yeah,
We are.
One watcher.
There's 2 of us.
His
So
name is Andy.
there's actually 5 people watching because Ryan and I are. Oh dear.
Sorry. I ruined it.
So
Bye,
first of all,
5 people.
our top commenter is here. Somehow he's always here, and he might be on your channels. He's called Poo Ninja.
Hi, Pooh Ninja.
Yes.
Ninja.
How you doing? Yes. How are you, brother?
How do you sleep? That's my first question.
Then we
Ninja.
found out Pooh Ninja was a bot, and it crushed our world.
Oh, that would be awful.
I'd be happy with it. I'd be happy with
It would make more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are we going to talk about? What are you you're supposed to lead us in conversation, Andy. This is your show.
it. It is. It's Andy's Roundtable, day 2.
The way I interjected
That's
that was me trying to say that you're failing at
It's a
this.
real clickbait title right there.
Pick up the pace.
Step it up.
Sorry, TGU 360 Live.
And when I run one of these things, it's going to be so much better. Did I say that out loud?
Can they hear me?
He jokes and I laugh, but a little piece of me died then. Like, genuinely, that's the first time you've ever actually upset me.
Oh, Andy. I was joking. I'll buy you an ice cream.
If it makes you feel better, this is the best live show I've ever been on.
Wow.
It's the only live
Is that
show.
good? I'm trying to counter the.
I'm enjoying this half of the couch, or this 2/3 of the couch. What we're going to be talking about?
Oh, what's the
in fact,
topic? Let's.
I'm
pick
glad
a
that we're
topic.
talking about Ryan at the moment. We're going to be talking about playing guitar when you don't know what you should be playing. So being
So
asked,
every single time.
playing out,
Yeah.
take that as you wish. Are you asked to dep in a band that you've never been in? Are you about to record a demo and you're not sure what to do?
Well, hopefully someone knows, and we can follow them.
Yeah,
You know, but that doesn't always happen either.
I think for the trick for the novices, play an A and know your pentatonics. You'll be all set, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
And when in doubt,
Am I right?
don't play anything.
What?
Right.
That's
Right.
crazy.
If you're on stage and it's just 8 people up there, and it's, last thing you want to do is just jump in there if you don't know what you're doing. Just literally don't play anything.
I feel personally
Let a
attacked.
verse or chorus go
You're
by,
discouraging
and then come
some
in.
young kid that wants to get on stage
No.
and show what
No,
he's
that's not what
doing.
he's saying.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
He's saying proceed with caution. Because if you run in there and just muck it all up, you're not going to be invited back.
Yeah, well, and not only that, just like if you're at a wedding or some type of party, or like this thing we're going to in a couple days, or the jam tomorrow. If you're up there and someone calls a song that you literally don't know, and you're up there with a bunch of people, for the verse, chorus, or first part, literally don't play.
Right.
And watch them.
Get a feel for the chords they're playing.
Come in when you're better, you're more confident. Don't try to figure it out when the amp's on.
The reality is you're not necessary.
Yeah.
Because if you have that many people on stage, they're going to carry the tune without you.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
So what's the least amount of people that can be on stage before you have to not play? Is it 2 or 1?
I mean, you got to have bass drums and
Yeah, bass, drums, and guitar. You need a rhythm section.
Yeah. For sure.
I agree.
Okay, because I'm pretty much a solo artist, so that's me out.
Well, yeah, I would say that doesn't count then.
Somebody?
You could just sing it.
So you mean you don't want to jump in on yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I let myself take a solo every time.
You try songs
Very
by
generous.
yourself you don't know a lot?
Yeah, all the time.
You look over into a mirror and you're just like,
Who's this guy?
stop, I'm
Yeah.
serious, stop.
I'd like to...
This gig is over. You are in trouble.
Let me take it to Julia for a moment.
We're in the
because
song, dude.
I know you're not a guitar player, we're talking about musicians.
Your bass playing is
You're a bass
phenomenal.
player.
Yes, you did sound
Phenomenal.
great.
You are a pro bass player, so how do you deal with a pro gig when you don't know what you should be playing?
I always.
There you go.
No,
That's a good
first
answer.
of all, I think when you go to a gig, and there are 2 rules I would say. First, you have to know the form, and second, you have to be in time. That's the most important thing for a bass player, nothing else. Everything else is like, don't play too much, just stay to the roots. And if you don't know what the next chord is, try to listen first and don't play anything, because a lot of people just stress and then, oh no, I don't know what to play, and play a lot of stuff, but just stick to the root notes. I think that's the most important thing to, because as a bass player, maybe there's a guitar player who plays the melody, and you just have to fill the bottom and don't play anything else, because I think a guitar player don't want that the bass player is always feeling around. I don't know.
It depends how many people are in the band. If it's a
course.
3-piece band, you want the bass player to do more because you have to make up the sound.
Of course. Or the groove,
Yeah,
at least.
exactly. But you're right about the timing for sure.
Yes. Groove and form, that's like so important. Otherwise you're lost.
Oh, I don't do gigs. I'm a YouTuber. I'm not a musician.
Oh, me, I don't do gigs.
Don't do it.
And there's something else when somebody is playing a line and someone is, oh, I know that line, and everyone is playing that line in the next second and no one is playing chords or something.
Right.
So everyone is playing the same thing. So maybe sometimes it's better to add something to a groove when I'm playing a groove, and as a guitar player you just add little notes, so like the funky stuff. Don't have to be very much, just 2 notes in 1 bar.
Yeah, the other thing too I would add is that if you're playing with a guitar player and you're the second guitar player or other instrumentalist and they're doing big open chords or big bar chords and they're going to stick to that, when you come in, don't just try to match what they're doing because it's way too
Chris,
big and chunky.
Sorry, excuse me. Hey, get out!
How embarrassing.
If you want to make a live stream, you're more than welcome.
You want to jump in?
I have to be somewhere. Now it's embarrassing.
Love you.
No, wait, that's a no. Sorry.
But anyway, what I was saying is that, like, kind of to your point, if you're playing with someone, especially you don't know what chords they're playing next, or you can take educated guesses, but don't try to play what they're playing with the same chords. Try to play an inversion, or maybe even 2 notes that touch on those somewhere else on the neck.
Yeah.
So that
Play the root in the third.
yeah, Yeah.
You know,
You don't always
and
have to
you
do
can cover 90% of the
Yeah.
tone of that chord with just those two notes.
Exactly.
And I know what you're saying about educated guesses because very often you're 99% sure,
Yeah.
right? It could be a 1-4-5,
Sure.
and for all you know, it could be like a Stormy Monday blues where it goes to the 2 minor,
Yeah.
and then the 3 minor, then the flat 3 minor,
Yeah.
and then off to a sharp 5, and you're like,
Oh my
oh, wait a second, you know, and wait, this is not, and then it's to the 5 again, right? It's like,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh, well, I thought it was going to go 5-4, you know, you think it's going
Yeah.
to go a certain route, and it's not, and it's still a blues, and it's still perfectly functional,
Yeah.
but it's not the route you thought they were going to take. And
Exactly.
suddenly you find yourself on the outside looking in, and that's a bad place on stage, right? Because all you're doing is ruining it. Everyone else, assumingly, right? Under the assumption everyone else has got their act together,
Yeah.
and you're just sitting in.
Yeah.
That's where the biggest danger happens,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
Because you're the only one who's going to really screw it up.
And if the other main part is a very busy part, you really want to stay out of their way.
Yeah.
But like when Leonard, was playing up there, when he was doing lots of right hand rhythm stuff, like super, like the last thing you want to do is try to match that. You know what I mean?
Like what I was doing when I was playing with them.
Right.
The sounds of silence.
Yeah. Because if that's not going to change, you should grab, a triad or just 2 notes and just let it ring and just let him do his thing. If you try to keep all that same attack, it's just going to turn into mud.
You're never going to match, because first of all, you don't know exactly what he's going to play.
Right.
He's literally improvising that rhythm as he goes through. It's a little bit of this,
Yeah,
he's
and he's
throwing
coming
a
in
little
and out of
trip
different
here, a little
songs.
thing there. You're never going to match that. The best you can do is anchor it a little bit.
Exactly.
That's almost like a little musical metronome.
That's it.
All right? At least you're contributing.
Dude.
But sometimes it's cool to play nothing. At
Right.
least as a bass
I am
player.
cool.
Yeah, you are the
So
coolest.
Ryan, you're in an instrumental surf rock band, correct?
Yes.
How does this all apply to you? You're a 3-piece?
Wait, you're in an instrumental surf rock band?
Yes.
And that's your main band?
Well, yeah, we don't play a lot anymore, but I've been in for like 6 years now.
Is it... I'm sorry. Is it originals?
Yeah, mostly.
Your
A couple
band.
cover- we have one cover, and it's "Push It" by Salt and Pepper.
Nice.
What is the name of your band?
Dinosaur Ghost.
Dinosaur Ghost.
Yeah.
I love this.
We wear masks.
No, you don't.
Dinosaur mess?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Dude, this is amazing.
It's
And
fun.
what town where are you from?
San Diego.
Gotta go to San Diego.
Well, then you have to convince us to play again. We play like 2 shows a year later.
I mean,
we're
I'm gonna hire
coming.
you.
You better play.
We're all gonna pitch in and hire you for something.
Time for TGU. San Diego.
Hey, fly the band out next year. We'll play. We won't have practice.
Sorry, what was your question?
Wait, it wasn't as good as yours.
San
But
Diego edition.
the question was, how does it apply to an instrumental band? Like, do you ever improvise, or are you so well?
Oh yeah, we improvise all the time, and it's like in that genre, like it's pretty simple to know where people are. Like, it's all pentatonic minor. It's all like very kind of like set beats. It's cliche, like because it's a set genre with kind of parameters and a certain style to it that's locked into like 4 years from the 60s. So it's really easy to know where people are going in that kind of environment.
It's like the blues, but it has parameters, but yet there are thousands of blues songs.
Yeah.
And they're all separate songs.
Like we have a song that we close with where we basically go into an improvised medley and we just jump all over the place. And there's a groove going and it's like, I'll play, like the Ghostbusters riff, and then we'll transition into my rhythm guitarist playing the Beetlejuice theme. And then you're like, we'll just go wherever we want because it's just in general pentatonic sort of thing. And we can just make it work,
Right.
That's awesome. Dinosaur Ghost.
Dinosaur Ghost.
That's a great
I gotta check that out.
That's a great name.
You have videos on YouTube?
Yes.
Don't you want to look them up
I
right
do.
now?
Yeah.
With the mask?
How long is this live show going?
I'm fighting
Like,
every
look at
fiber
the
of my
videos.
feet.
I need to get a drink. I will be right back.
I'm gonna go and check out Dinosaur Ghost.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Before you leave,
Oh,
us,
I have to go get a
your new
drink
song
too.
is real good. Apparently,
What was that?
Tom King new song is real good. From a comment. From Joe Hervey84.
Wow, awesome. Thank you.
There you go.
I released my third single, which I was very excited about. I sang on it.
Wow.
I need to listen to that too.
Yeah,
Okay.
so enjoy it. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
The nice thing about being in an instrumental band is, when you play in like really crappy little bars that have crappy PAs, like it doesn't matter anymore. You're gonna be the best sounding band there because you don't sing. It's like you just rely on your instruments. I know that's like a side topic, but
No, but
No, not at all.
in San Diego, do you get paid for that?
no one cares in San Diego.
I'm totally just curious whether that's like.
We'll get a little bit of money from the door, but it's nothing compared to just getting paid in beer.
Okay. Yeah. But they pay you in beer.
Basically.
Yeah. How do you drink the beer with the dinosaur mask?
One sip at a time.
Well, that's actually
Straws?
it's only the top.
You don't do like camelbacks with the straws on stage?
Did you have another question? I don't.
Not better than how do you drink a beer with a
How do you
dinosaur
drink
mask?
Well, it all just falls through the skeleton bones and gets
So,
rolled on the
let me
floor.
ask you this.
It's a drink.
Yeah, what do you
Do the dinosaurs have names? Have
No.
you characterized?
Which dinosaur are you?
We're all kind of the same dinosaurs.
No.
Kind of like this. Like
Are you the dad
I'm the
or the
dad.
little baby? Are you not the mum?
Okay, I like where you're going with this.
the baby brontosaurus?
I'm the dumb friend at work. The T-Rex with little arms and he's like a construction worker. How do you think? How does he do anything?
So do you have? Is it just the mask or is it a full get-up?
It's just a mask, but we go for like a 60s like striped shirt kind of thing, like a garage rock sort of thing.
Yeah.
And like the stripes kind of approximate like kind of like a rib cage in a certain stylistic way. It's arty stuff. It's, yeah, it's creative.
Yes, very creative.
It sounds like
New favorite band I haven't even heard of yet.
It's a lot of fun.
It sounds like a stupid amount.
So my rhythm guitarist, he's a professional full-time musician who makes money doing it, like other gigs and stuff like that. And like we don't make any money doing this, but he like if we have a show, he's stoked and he's always there and he's always pushing for us to play more shows.
Like he'll cancel a paid gig.
He enjoys it.
Yeah.
He enjoys it because it's a really fun time.
Right.
Every single time.
And how long of time slots can you fill up with instrumental surfing?
They have a solid 12-minute set.
I would say,
And
how many beers
encompasses-
can you
it
make?
encompasses 6 songs.
You're not too far off. No,
I know my sir.
We have
a
about-
minute 58.
we have about a dozen songs, and that's like 30-something minutes.
Gotcha.
We pad it out with like long things in the middle.
Drawn out banter in between.
No banter.
My dinosaur banter?
Yeah.
You growl, you add microphone
I do.
to all.
I do. You figured it out. You
Yeah,
figured it out.
I figured that.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Were you just doing an impression of me?
No, I was doing a dinosaur thing. Yeah. I wish Colin Scott was here. He loves dinosaurs.
He is. He just walked past.
Oh, he's there!
Oh my God! He just walked
Oh,
in.
come
There
on, I
he
thought
is.
he was dinosaurs.
Not you.
Pterodactyl?
That what? You know your dinosaurs.
That guy loves
Jesus.
dinosaurs more than anyone I know. And I like them a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
You love dinosaurs?
You like live dinosaurs as well?
No, I'm talking Colin.
talking
Yes.
dinosaurs
Who's
over
that?
We really are.
Can we just go around? What's our favorite
So
dinosaur?
when Colin Scott was here and you appeared at the doorway.
Colin, what's the best dinosaur?
My favourite dinosaur is an Edmontonia.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
I mean,
necessarily
it's
say it's the
obvious.
best, but it's my favourite.
What sort of skills has it got?
It's got massive shoulder spikes and an armoured back. And basically it would just charge at the legs of theropods and predators and cripple their shins.
And then what would
you like to
What's
be?
its
Well,
arm?
they go on living. It wouldn't be eaten.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, it had that advantage.
I was hoping you'd say it would
What
like
was
laugh.
that? What was that called?
Edmontonian.
Edmontonia,
Yeah. Named after the place it was found, Edmonton.
which is in
Canada.
What's the other one that has the shell and like little horns around the top?
That's right.
Pachycephalosaurus.
I was thinking about the Pachycephalosaurus.
That is a cool
the other day.
dinosaur. I remember that one.
There's an
And he used to charge too, right?
Yeah,
yeah.
I
That's
thought
just
they- I thought they
show,
figured out
right?
they didn't do that.
They
I
cranial.
This live stream is off the
I'm just
rails.
taking it in.
Yeah.
Other interesting thing about Pachycephalosaurus is there's two other related creatures called Stygimoloch and Dracorex.
I knew that.
And they're very similar, but there's a major theory going on right now that they're all three of those are actually the same creature at different growth stages.
Yeah.
Because your Dracorex is like your infant, your baby, and then the Stygimoloch would be the sort of teenager, and then the Pachy would be the adult. And what the differentiation with the skulls is that the youngest one has spikes on the head and not a dome, but the theory is as it ages, the spikes get resorbed and the bone then forms the dome.
I do that too.
Yeah.
Let's bring this back around. What's the most surf dinosaur?
Surf dinosaur.
Thank you.
Drippiest.
Yeah.
The drippiest
And
dinosaur.
or metal dinosaur.
Well, I think the one that he said talked about
That's
earlier was
probably
like pretty
a
metal
spike,
dinosaur.
yeah.
Yeah.
With shins.
Yeah, I thought you were describing
Like it
someone
has
from
like
war.
spike
Yeah.
wristbands.
I mean, Stygimoloch means like hail demon.
Yeah, it's 360.
It literally means that. So that's pretty metal.
Yeah, that's pretty metal.
Yeah.
He looks like a good.
And Dracorex is obviously
Yeah,
dragon
it's
king.
he's like in between.
Obviously.
Which are kind of better names than Pachycephalosaurus, which just means thick head lizard. So, I've probably taken over this stream far too much now. So let's get back to whatever you guys were talking about.
They were already talking about dinosaurs.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of time on dinosaurs,
Batman.
Colin. Sorry.
Oh, it's great. I loved it.
Yeah.
Let's try and steer it away from Ryan's band just for a moment.
Oh, yeah,
Really
just
not
for a
that
moment.
interested.
We'll come back. We've only spent like most of the chat on it, so can we steer it towards
What
the
animals are your guys' bands named after?
Yeah, what's your spirit animal band?
right now?
Yeah. I have a possum themed band.
I think
we just fall asleep on stage.
I want to say, is Bigfoot an animal?
Sasquatch. Yeah, they're real.
Yeah, in the zoological sense, but I mean, like in our hearts and our minds. I mean, he's an equal.
Ryan does an amazing Bigfoot. Can we have a Bigfoot impression?
Oh, you mean the Impossible Gait?
Yeah.
The Impossible Gait is a walk that the Bigfoot does, and his feet are just placed in a way that's like stretched out in a way that no person can ever replicate it. And that's how you know when like a video of Bigfoot is real or not, and it looks just like this. It's impossible. You can't simulate this.
No.
It's called the Impossible Gait.
Wow. And yet,
Keep going, keep going.
And yet you can some way you're doing it
People
right
can't,
now.
you can't do it.
I just did it, but you can't do it.
I couldn't do it.
You know,
That was it.
you know what?
That was an
I was just like, when you did that,
You thought
in my
Bigfoot was here.
you know what? In my mind, I heard
If you had
everybody walk across the floor, everyone do the
Shut up.
dinosaur.
Shut up.
That's what I just saw. Everyone walk across the right? Everyone do the dinosaur. Now, that's a real song. You're young, you don't know that song, but that is a real song.
Have you heard that song?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan's band. Do you cover that song?
No, it's
Go back to your band
it's
again.
too obvious. We're not going to lean into cliches and jokes.
What covers
We're
do
a
you do?
sincere dinosaur band. We cover "Push It" by Salt and Pepper.
Oh, that's right. You told me that.
Right.
Julia, would you ever play in a dinosaur-themed band?
Surf rock band.
Sorry.
Yeah.
It could be. It could be
If
another.
I'm going to play,
Would you, if you were offered the gig, would you play in it?
Well, how much does the gig pay?
Beer.
Oh, wow.
And did you get to keep the mask?
I like how you guys roll on
That's
that.
gonna take.
that no.
Yeah.
I'll make you a mask.
Do you make the mask?
I
You
do.
buy the mask. You make the. This gets better and better.
Now, what was a dinosaur mask made of? Is it paper mache?
Yeah.
I'm on Mach 3 right now. On Mach 3. The first ones were made out
Are
of
you the
chicken.
Tony Stark of dinosaurs?
Yeah, yes. The first ones were made out of like this chicken wire and white duct tape. So
Wait.
I would make the
Chicken
shape,
wire?
and then I would
I was
wrap,
hoping for rigatoni.
and then I would wrap it in the white duct tape and just destroy my hands. And then inside of it, it's a welder mask frame, so you can crank it down.
That
and
makes
still-
sense. You can get your size right.
Yeah, and the whole thing like flops around on your head, so it looks like the dinosaur's like really going for it. And then the second version.
That's important.
Yeah.
Don't
That's
laugh,
great.
okay? I mean, please. The dinosaur has to go.
Show some
The
respect.
second version, I made it out of like insulation spray foam and then carved it away, so it was like this carved
With
like,
asbestos?
intricate thing. It's not asbestos. It's
Only
like
the best
polyurethane
part.
or something
Oh,
like that.
fine.
And then I would coat it in like a plastic resin. I hate that I take. You guys, you did this. I hate that I've taken this over.
But you know what?
And
though?
then-
This is great.
And then the Mark
You're having a
III,
good
because
time.
those were too heavy.
I'm thinking I'm going to pay the bills, and I'm worried about my job.
The Mark III, I went back to the design of the original one, but
feel free to
then
reel it
instead
back
of
in.
using the duct tape, I melted plastic bags onto it, and it gives it like this ghost, like rotten flesh kind of texture, which is really cool. And then I spray painted it, but it's much lighter weight. And more
I have got to see this.
I just
thing.
got a message. I got a message from YouTube. They said, "Can you stop talking about dinosaurs, please?"
I'm trying. You
Did you actually get
started-
that comment?
You started it back again. It's your fault.
Did you actually get that?
We were talking about Bigfoot, and then you took us back into it. You didn't have the self-control to
The
stop.
commenters are talking about the Thomann website and how they can't ever find anything they're looking for. That's how interesting we are right now.
Wow.
Sorry.
Well, they have to. For me, it was I have to get onto Thomann.us. Otherwise, it's just in German, and I have no idea what's going on.
Thank you for bringing us back to Germany, Ryan.
Here we are. We're in Germany.
How has TGU been for you so far, Hunter?
This has been the best moment of TGU.
TGU
By
for you. That's what the show should be called. TGU for you.
Well, because tonight you learned something.
I did.
That's it.
I learned.
And you are never going to look at Ryan the same way again. I can't look at it without seeing the mask. And I don't even know what the mask looked like.
I should go off the tone thing.
People in the comments section, can you give us anything to talk about that does not include dead animals that are scaly or maybe feathery, dead things that are like ghosts or whatever names you called it, and Ryan's band or surfer rock?
There was a live jam like 20 minutes ago. Or
Yeah, you
whatever.
played some surfer rock.
Shut up! We're not supposed to do that. We're trying to stop. We're trying to stop.
I wasn't very surprised that that's what
Was
you
it
jumped
trippy
into.
reverb? I didn't know Andy could sing like that.
I didn't know that either. Sounded good, man.
Yeah,
I was very
It's really
surprised.
cool. And Hard to Handle is such a good song. I love it.
Because you don't talk like that. You don't talk like someone who knows how to sing like
Oh,
that.
thanks. I'd take that as a compliment.
It's very
Do you find a general correlation between how
No.
someone speaks and how someone sings?
But like hearing him sing made me have that thought, and I've never had that thought before.
So I share it.
Yeah, I just had to put that out there. This is ether.
Did you have an
Well, I don't want to get too personal.
I had an epiphany about
I
the
discussed that with my doctor.
dinosaur mask.
dude?
Next year, you're all gonna have masks. You're all gonna have.
In the
Animal
strictest
hands.
sense of epiphany, where you can no longer look at something the same way.
Is your opinion gonna be higher or lower now?
Way
Oh,
higher.
it's higher.
Oh,
it's higher.
You're,
Oh, yeah.
you're at the top of the food chain.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah, literally.
I should have let in with this. I should
Yeah, there's nowhere to go.
I should pass out flyers.
You know, I did an interview once with Satchel, and he was a very, very
Okay,
funny guy.
all right.
Yeah.
And I had to follow him, and I managed to keep up with him. Right now, I am totally lost, and I have no control over what's going on.
His
right
stuff
now.
is hilarious.
I wasn't showing off, then I'm just pointing at the fact that I don't know what I'm doing right
Big name dropper over here.
Yeah.
now. And once I
Who
was
else
on
did you interview,
stage
Andy?
Is
with
there a
Ryan
photo
Burke
of
of
you on the
Dinosaur
wall
Ghost.
here? View a satchel on the wall.
No, I'm not on the wall yet.
Okay, you're on
His,
the
his
wall.
videos
wall
are
frame.
absolutely hilarious. Like, this lick only works if you lick the neck afterwards.
What are you most looking forward to at TGU or even Summer NAMM? Let's stick it to TGU. What are you most looking forward to? Don't say this. Don't say whatever, you know. Don't say that.
And then pass on to the
Dinner? No. The
Which is right now, by the way.
They're not gonna run out.
I think isn't something going on tomorrow, like a party or a
That's the
jam?
party in the gym at the
Yeah.
You can't say that you're most looking forward to something if you don't know what it is.
Yeah, that.
Isn't there something?
I'm really looking forward to
I
that.
don't know what. There's something coming. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Whatever comes next, I'm into.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I'm not looking forward to: the plane ride home.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
And it's not because I want to stay here. It's just I don't want to not plane ride.
How long is the plane ride for you?
Like, it was like 16 hours to get here. With the layovers included.
Yeah.
And what time do you get in?
And it's
I don't
even
know,
longer
time
than
doesn't
that.
exist anymore on this trip. Like, what time is it?
I know I get in like the
Look, does anyone
crack
really
of
know
dawn.
what time it is?
And then, no. And like I said, I know my kid's gonna get in like 2 hours as soon as I get in. I'm gonna be done for.
Julia, what are you looking forward to?
To meet all the new and nice people. I've never met anyone before except you, Chris, and the guys from the camera guys. So it's pretty awesome to get to know all these people. It's really cool. And today, I think 1 hour ago, I ride a Tesla sofa.
What?
A Tesla.
outside.
And it
There's a
was
Tesla
like
sofa?
it was
A
like
couch.
this, a couch,
This
and
couch,
then I
yeah.
had like from a PlayStation,
Where is this?
and then a motor control, and then I was in the couch and just riding on the street. That was the highlight of today's. And
It sounds incredible.
Top that, anyone
I wish
else?
I was on it right now.
And tomorrow I want to do a video with playing the bass, but through a vocoder.
Yeah.
I want to try this.
Yeah, I like that.
So I'm looking forward to this, and I hope somebody is going to join me on
So,
this trip.
you're going out there?
No, it doesn't matter where. I just need a bass or guitar and then go through a vocoder.
So one thing that I'm going to do tomorrow, and you're all invited, is we're going to have the mobile film crew in there on that stage, and just have people come in, play tunes, and we can all have stuff for our channel. So if you want to do it on stage, then let's do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm coming. What time?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
Okay.
I got to figure that out. But you have to come and do something obscure.
That's how you think of me now. It's something obscure.
Yeah. A little camp.
It will definitely be something no one knows.
That's what I'm looking for. That's what my channel needs.
Because it's never been played before. I'm just going to make it up on the spot.
Getting a lot of love for Ryan's New Balance trainers. We had a lot of love.
You know, I did
yesterday.
notice those. Those are pretty sick, dude.
Is that a thing?
What do you mean?
US? Like,
I mean, they're an object. They exist. You're asking if it's a style. It's a
Yeah.
style in the US for dads. This is a very dad.
That's what my grandmother wore for years.
But she probably had white ones.
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah. New Balance.
With the white socks with the little ball on the
My
back,
my
the
kids
cotton
tell
ball.
me that
Yeah, that's
if
gonna
I
be
want
bad.
to be
I know it.
cool, I can only wear Nike or Reebok,
That's not gonna make you cool.
and they say anything else is completely uncool.
What?
And I was
Really?
like, okay. And that's when I bought these, whatever they are.
Skechers.
No idea.
They look like
Skechers.
Thomanns.
Skechers.
Yeah.
So you were told which brands to buy to be cool,
Yeah.
and you went with. Okay.
And that's what makes me cool.
not following the
Thank you.
Yeah.
But my
Rebel.
Kids, my kids know they're kids.
You tell
You
them.
can't.
You know what? I hear you. I'm
What?
going to buy some Skechers. Deal
What
with it.
is the?
Yeah.
What is
I'm railing against them.
like?
I'm rebel. I'm a rebel.
Where's like the line where like you hit a certain age and you can't be cool anymore? I feel like I passed it a while ago.
You got
Well,
it back. You got it
Yeah,
back
you guys-
tonight.
I feel like okay, I can be cool, but I'm like it's not on purpose. It can never be on purpose.
Yeah, for me it was probably in the 80s.
Did you wear it?
I think the problem is I wasn't cool as a teenager either. It was never cool.
Where were you?
kid.
When were your cool years?
I don't think I had cool years.
Maybe
you're in
they're
them now.
coming.
Can you tell when you're cool?
No.
No, other people have to tell you when you're cool. You can never tell yourself. Only other people can
The
tell
moment
that.
you say you're cool, then that's not cool.
Exactly.
Is cool still a word? Is
You
cool-
just said it.
You know what I mean.
You're so pissed at me right now. And he's regretting all the
My,
Regretting several of my life choices.
I don't know. You know what? Now I don't think my kids ever use the term.
I was kind of looking at you then because I get the feeling that
I
you're
don't
more
mind
than
you
I am.
either.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's. I don't think that like I don't ever hear them say like that's cool. I don't think I ever really.
Lit
hear
is a
that
term
out there.
now.
Do they say lit?
They're like 13 and 15.
Sick. I can't get away with the word sick.
They're 13 and 15?
Yeah.
They probably say lit.
Yeah. I think you're right.
They probably say lit AF.
Why? Right.
I thought that was a last year thing.
They're kids.
We are so out of it. What's this year?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
It's probably gone back to cool now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything's cyclical.
It's all retro.
Julie, how do you express something that's very good?
I couldn't tell you because I'm from Austria. There are some different words.
Well, let's hear them.
Oida?
No, come on.
You're cool?
No, also not. You know, I'm from the
See,
very
I'm out of touch
south
in
of
German
Austria.
as well.
It's just like Italy, and we are not using all these words.
Okay.
So
What's the word? Give us a
yeah,
word.
I say cool.
We all say cool.
It's been around since I was a kid. How do you feel now? Cool. There you go.
My 5-year-old said cowabunga the other day, and I've never been so proud.
Wow.
Top 10 parenting tip there.
Yeah.
Teach your kid cowabunga. That is good parenting. We've got some love for my shoes as well. No love for anybody else's shoes.
No.
I like those too.
They want to know what the brand is. They are the brand that fit me.
What brand is that?
I have a
Tiger?
question for the audience.
On it.
Are my pants too long or too short? Andy said they're too long earlier.
I did, yeah.
And are jorts acceptable
They're too
in
long,
public?
Yeah.
If you want to be cool. Like, where should they go? Where do you want
No,
them,
that's
Andy?
too
No.
How much thigh is appropriate?
Oh, for Christ's sakes. What are you, like Larry Bird?
That
That's
I mean,
the,
I know that's a really nice
Is that
thigh.
what you want?
that's the
I
1982
don't think you
Celtics
should
right
cover
there.
it up. Yeah, I mean, and look at the calf muscles. I mean, I think you should.
Oh, I got your legs. My family's known for our legs.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you, ladies, but he's married.
So
And guys as well, you know.
you definitely cut those yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The day before I left.
So how did you go
Why not
about
get a bigger
choosing
cut?
that length?
Literally, I laid them out on the table. I was like, the knee is worn out a little bit there, like it was faded, and I just cut above the knee.
So it started as jeans that have become.
Yeah, every time. I don't buy them like this.
So
I'm not a poser.
that's what I was getting. So you actually wear jeans out, but then you salvage them,
Yeah,
give them a new birth.
yeah.
Yeah, as jorts.
It's George.
Now are both. He can't even keep it together.
The great thing is that we all flew thousands and thousands
To
of
have this really elevated.
The
conversations.
great thing is that I know
It's
that
cost tens of thousands of euros.
And Andy's
to
There it is.
assemble
Come on in.
we're talking about my shorts. The great
Save us.
The great thing is that, like, I know Andy did work behind the scenes to make sure that I would
Oh,
be here.
well, here's a good
Because now
show.
I'm ruining
Did
his
your
show.
jeans look like Jay's jeans?
No, they were just faded.
His jeans are what these jeans will eventually become. This is what these jeans aspire to be.
Do you?
So
do
I'm
this?
at
Do
the
you-
beginning stages. It's learning to be Ryan's.
So were those
When they grow up.
holes in the jeans when you purchased them?
Of course, there was holes in jeans.
I've never.
It's
done
like
that.
buying a Relic Stratocaster. Only before Relic Stratocasters.
Jerry, we're not talking musical guitars.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We leave
Sorry.
work at work.
And I like the white Adidas too, man.
Yeah, but these are these are the '80s tennis shoe things.
Dude.
They're nice, man.
I'm into it.
Oh
You know-
no, that was the brand Adidas. Nike and Adidas.
Is it Adidas or Adidas?
Not Reebok.
You say
That just
Adidas.
might have been me.
That's just a German or Austrian way.
Let's see. Where are they from?
Germany.
So it's
Germany.
Adidas.
We have to yell it.
But
Adidas.
it's like
Adidas.
Adidas. Is it Adidas or Adidas?
Adidas.
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 Hey Yuri, how do you say the brand of those trainers that Jay's wearing?
What is that?
How do you say it?
Adidas.
You just teed it up for him. Oh, perfect.
I love that guy.
Someone's laughing over there.
They get in the stream a few seconds later.
That was a delayed reaction right there.
That's awesome.
Oh.
8 people are watching as 4 of them are in there.
I know Mick Taylor had like he's wearing like those 80s Cortezes, like those old Nikes, like all the jealousy I'm having because the only Cortezes you can get are like the leather ones, but he has like the nylon ones, like the kinds that old tents from the 80s were made out of. And I was looking at this going, oh, those are cool. Those are really cool.
Are you a sneaker freak?
If I could only buy those pants and Ryan's shorts, I could be really cool. You know what? I used to have a huge selection of shoes, but I'm not like sneakers and
How
stuff.
big? Give us a count.
How big?
Now, what size are you?
Okay, like what's my guitars to shoes ratio kind of thing?
Yeah.
Well, like in my day.
Yes.
In my day.
Yeah, when you were peaking.
When I was like pro form, like there's stuff men have to got. You gotta have your Jordans. Alright, so I got my little Spizikes going on.
Of course.
You know, no one knows what that is, but
There's
there's a one guy, please look at the thing. Anyone know what a Spizike is? Nobody. Okay, whatever. Gotta have the Adidas top 10s. You know those shoes?
Right.
You know the top 10s. That's when they got 10 NBA players. They had them design a shoe.
Oh,
and it's
great. We
ugly
got
as hell.
everybody here. Wonderful. I need to get some reactions.
Get in here.
Okay. It's not like we're doing a live show. Right?
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck. Sorry. Oops.
That's okay. We were talking about shoes and his shorts.
Okay.
So now you're caught up.
So
Glenn's a shorts guy.
You're a short guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, do you put stuff in the cargo pockets?
Sometimes, if I, you know what I do? Now.
Now.
Yeah.
I'll put stuff
Business
there.
cards.
Business cards, stickers, and that kind of stuff.
Do you wear shorts all the time, or you wear one?
Pretty much, yeah. Especially in back at home, at my industrial job, I'd wear, it's the dead of February, it's like -20 outside, and I'm still wearing shorts at work.
No.
Yeah.
Do you put something on in between inside and in the car?
Not usually.
So you go in shorts, just out in the freezing cold.
Get like a pair of like Lululemons.
Yeah, I fell here from California or something.
Respect. No, I
Like
respect
that.
it. I respect it.
Does anyone use this pocket? Like this
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
You guys use this pocket? Like this bad boy right over here?
That's
Picks?
for,
I forget what the hell that's
memory
for.
card.
Picks. That's where I put my picks.
Yeah, you know what that was for
It
originally?
works well. Pocket watch.
Pocket watch.
That's what that was designed for.
Yeah, because guys working in steel mills had pocket watches with
Back in the day.
them.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll be
That's it. See, look at this guy. Glenn.
This might be the
Glenn
greatest. I'm
knows
just going to
stuff.
say, and with no hyperbole, this might be the greatest live stream ever. I'm just saying. Throwing that
It's
out.
definitely going to be the best one.
I think you're up for a livey this year.
A livey? How surprised will everyone be?
Yeah.
When it's a
I'm
award
desperately
that I hope
looking at the
doesn't
comments
exist.
coming in, and there's nothing. They're just talking about shoes.
Yes! Yes!
That's what happens.
Everyone, write down your favorite pair of sneakers.
When I do live stream,
You want to hear some comments?
Yeah, I want to hear some comments. I wanna hear some
Okay.
comments.
Joe Herbie84 has a few Jordan Flights. They're good 120 to 150 shoes. The dollars.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah,
That's the amount of them. That's how many shoes there are.
Or he wears
Yeah.
Nikes.
the only words I see.
Or he wears
Some
Nikes.
people are very, very like, I am a Nike guy and they only had Nike. Some guys are like, oh, I'm only Adidas. Every time I look at it, Adidas.
Adidas.
Only do the Adidas. But you know what? Just open up your heart, man. Open up your heart. Get a pair of clunky 80s basketball shoes. Get a pair of like weird elf sock looking
Open
Adidas.
your heart.
Adidas.
Are you a shoe snob at all, or do you like? Are there any shoes you look down on? No.
No. Actually, I do. I do look. When I go to the golf course and I see the people with the sandal golf shoes. So they're sandals, but there's golf cleats on the bottom.
How do you feel about?
There's a part of me that just goes like, "What are you doing?"
How do you feel about Crocs?
You know what?
What about so
You know what? I make fun. I make fun of Crocs. I make fun of Crocs, but when I go to my dad's place and Dad's like, "Hey, can you grab something from the garage or something like that?" And I put on my dad's Crocs. I'm kind of like, this is pretty badass.
Yeah, I tried to put
This
them
is
on.
pretty
I was like,
badass.
these feel great, and I was like looking at them like, I'm not vain, but I can't.
Well, you can get natives because they're like the fashion Crocs.
I've seen them. They're not fooling anyone.
You know we have natives here? It's like Crocs for hipsters.
How do you feel about Toms?
You don't know what a
The
hipster is?
Toms like slip-on shoes. Do you like those?
That's an oxymoron.
Tom's
It's like
Tom's
it's the most contradictory.
I don't like them.
They're not really comfortable. They're not
Hip
super
Crocs
They're not comfortable at all.
doesn't exist.
Crocs don't exist.
Back to the comments.
Oh yeah, back to the comments.
Exist.
No Spizike fans.
Firstly,
a
the
runaway train.
YouTube community want to see Glenn Fricker do a video with Julia.
Who wouldn't?
Glenn was the guy that was just here in the camo shorts.
Oh,
I don't know if you noticed his t-shirt, but it said bass players do it worse. He is not a fan of bass players, and I think if there's one person in this world that can show him what bass players can do, it's you.
Give him a roundhouse kick right to the head.
I haven't seen his shirt.
Bass players do it worse.
Just stand in the shadows, just hitting an E quarter note.
Keep eye contact.
So that's our video request for you and Glenn
Yes.
Fricker to do the video, and you need to break him. Break him.
Well, his stuff's here.
Thanks
He
for
should
the
be back in
comment.
a moment.
Yeah, so we'll then introduce him on the live stream that you will do the video together
Forced him
soon.
to say yes.
Exactly. You're not going to believe this, Steve. Dale Palmer
Oh yeah, I love Dale. Dale's a great guy.
had a pocket watch when he works in a factory.
Really?
You heard it
In
here
a
first.
steel factory.
There you go. See?
It wasn't a steel factory.
I believe it.
Unbelievable. How can you believe it?
No, he's a liar.
Fake news.
I don't believe it.
I want to see a birth certificate. I don't believe it.
Okay, we have Strats versus Tellys normally, or
Yeah.
something like that. We're going Chucks versus Jordans.
Oh,
Chucks.
I'm going for Chuck. Who's up for Chucks?
Chucks are super uncomfortable on me, so I'm just going to default to Jordans.
You know
Which
what?
might be surprising.
They have no support. I'll give you that.
That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like,
They're
it's
too narrow.
fashion. It's
Chuck, you
fashion,
have to
man.
be a slave to fashion.
Like if I'm playing a
If you're into
basketball game,
comfort,
I'm
Chucks
not
are
wearing
not very
Yeah.
Chucks.
No-
man.
no way.
That's hell, right? If I'm wearing a suit, though, I don't want to wear Jordans. I would rather wear Chucks
Yeah.
with a suit. Like if you want to do that funky suit thing, right?
Right.
So it's all because there's that rule amongst. Maybe I am a sneakerhead. Maybe the fact that I know the term.
Oh, it's all
sneakerhead
coming out
makes
right
me a
now.
Well,
sneakerhead.
actually, this is an intervention.
That's not a real camera. Who Ninja votes for moon boots? I think he wins.
Did you guys ever have moon boots?
Yeah.
The thing that has the rubber bands and you jump
Yeah.
around? I was always too big for them.
Yeah, so was I. I just used to sit and look at them.
Yeah, I knew kids that had them, and I'd watch them bouncing around their front yard, and I would just stand there and just I'd break them.
Gave mine to my
I'm a big
sister.
boy.
Which
So
would you rather
Sam-
buy, a pair of shoes or a budget guitar?
Pair of shoes.
I have way more guitars than I'll ever need. So.
Por qué no los dos?
Oh, I know.
Amanda Coombs says Crocs just no.
Yeah, they do know.
You know what? If
Crocs are aware.
Jason Momoa wore Crocs, your mind would change. He's a beautiful man.
I
saw Aquaman on the plane.
Did you like it?
I don't know.
I thought it was-
I was half awake. I was kind of half awake.
I thought it was hot trash, and I thought that I think he stole his whole way of being, his persona, his acting style is 100% Brendan Fraser.
He's like Mummy era Brendan Fraser.
Yes.
Yeah.
Watch it again. Go watch The Mummy. Compare them.
I
Take
gotta
notes.
hone on
You're
the
gonna be
Bavarian
like, this
feel.
dude is trying to be new Brendan Fraser. If they made
I might be
Aquaman
old school,
15
but-
years ago, they would have gotten Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser is Aquaman. See, I would have
Hot
made Andy
trash.
Dick. Andy Dick is Aquaman. It's wet here.
Hey guys, anyone want to come in the water with me?
I would watch that. Who wouldn't want to watch Andy Dick be Aquaman?
I was watching Star Trek Voyager. I've been slamming through that.
You admitting this?
You've been slamming.
You're
through
just
Star
doing
Trek.
that live.
I've been slamming through Voyager. Andy Dick was on an episode.
Of course it was.
And it was really fun.
What did he
Michael
play?
McKean was
He
in
played a
it.
holographic doctor.
High hilarity ensues.
Yeah, it was great. It was really good, honestly.
Poo Ninja's leaving us. That's how good this is going.
No!
We broke Poo Ninja.
Wow. That is an accomplishment.
He says, have a great weekend all. Keep your laces tight and stay grounded.
Hey.
Ah!
And I'm just going to apologize for this whole thing right now, buddy.
It's your fault. We were talking about Bigfoot, and then you took it back to my band, and then it was.
Oh.
You're responsible for all our missteps. I just want to put that out there. Rewatch the tape.
We'll watch it
You
live.
missed his Bigfoot walk.
I missed the Bigfoot walk.
I did the impossible gate.
We can't do it twice in the same video because then we have to save it for another video.
Well, if you go back
That
and
drink
you
Lewis
rewatch,
went for must be
Oh, yeah.
really
you
far
rewatch the footage
away.
of the impossible gate,
Yeah.
it's going to be blurry.
Damn. I had a friend of mine in high school who was legitimately petrified of Bigfoot. Like, it would ruin his weekend. And so every time we'd go to some party or something, someone would be, just outside in the bush, and he'd be looking out the window, and we'd jump up, dude would fall down on the ground, lose it, be visibly shaken, and at first, we were like, this is crazy. He doesn't actually think there's Bigfoot, and no. Dude is petrified of Bigfoot. As you go into his room in high school, he used to have VHS tapes, stacks of Bigfoot footage,
Oh my gosh. But he's scared of him.
But scared of him.
Because he thinks he's real.
Maps, maps.
Oh, he's prepping for the day.
There's a Bigfoot
He
with,
comes face to face.
No,
with Sasquatch.
he's emotionally preparing himself for what happens on that day.
So this is on topic because we're doing summer camp edition of TGU. When I was in a summer camp as a kid, there was a donkey farm or something, or a farm with donkeys, 5 miles away, but you could hear the donkey calls coming through the trees.
What does it sound? Their raucous love
And,
naked.
but the way it sounded coming from super far away, was really spooky.
Can you try?
And it was
Can you go over there and try?
Oh, yeah. Right.
And the cabin counselor was like, "Oh, that's Bigfoot."
I just want to announce my new
The cabin
band.
counselor told you
I just want to announce my new band, Donkey Ghost.
And then he went on this long thing telling us that the government caught Bigfoot years ago and they keep him under the Pentagon and stuff.
How old were you?
And I was him telling me that Bigfoot was out there and making those sounds terrified me. And you had to leave the cabin and walk through the dark to go to the bathrooms and stuff like that. And I was scared out of my mind because those donkeys made those noises all night. They were having a great time.
How old were you?
Oh, I'm
25, 26.
Yeah, it was one of those adult camps. No, I must have been 10 or 11.
That's a great counselor you had.
Yeah, totally.
He's like, oh, that's Bigfoot. That's his mating call.
Yeah. Did you guys all go to
Sleep
summer
tight.
camps?
No.
Yeah.
No. Summer camp.
I did.
You went to summer?
I did. I went to 5 summers in Asheville, North Carolina at this camp in Black Mountain, which was awesome.
Oh, I worked at the Gap. And I like it.
But you didn't work at the Gap when you were 11.
No, I was making clothes for the Gap.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
damn. That was good.
The people want to hear more from Hunter.
Yeah.
What did they want to hear?
They didn't specify.
Oh,
They said, let's get him more involved.
Anything but donkey noises.
I'm having a blast
I-
listening.
I'm having the most fun reacting to your reactions. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm feeling this amazing energy that's coming from a very tired man. Listening to that.
This is the best live stream I could have hoped for.
Yeah.
You almost left, man. You were like, can I sleep?
I don't
Yeah.
usually brag or anything. But I have to say, you guys all walked into a situation where you're at a disadvantage.
He's in his element right now. If you're not subscribed to 60 Cycle Hum,
I've been podcasting for 5 years.
he knows how to
I
kill an
can
hour.
keep this going forever. I can talk about nothing forever.
That is
That's his problem.
Yeah, I get self-conscious watching Dan and Nick and Jay play, and I go into my imposter syndrome and stuff. But you put me into a podcasting scenario.
He's just doing pentatonics right now. He's
Damn
just
it.
going.
I'm
He's
just
just
gonna
rocking
dominate
skills.
you guys.
Full tone skills. So Hunter.
Don't call on me.
This is 12-bar blues for me, guys.
This 12.
Don't stress.
You're going to take that question, Hunter?
Yeah.
Which one?
Are any of you... You
Uh,
have to read the question
so
first.
boring.
Go.
That's kind of sad that
Someone wrote that. Someone took time out of
I'm
their
sorry,
day.
Rich. Are any of you guys or gals planning on buying new gear to take home? And if so, what? I bought in a purple Edwards that's based off of James Hetfield's Les Paul.
I want that Fender 66 so hard I can taste it. Like, I think that's gonna be the one thing that I walk away from TGU. Like,
Is that the white one on the table?
no, it's the one that looks like a jazz master bass, but it's a guitar. It's so good. 80 degrees.
Are we going to fight for that one?
We're gonna fight over that exact one.
I think I want to have fretless bass. I always wanted to have fretless bass, but I've never found the one instrument fretless I want to play. So maybe I'm going to find fretless bass.
What do you think of the uke basses? Have you played those?
Yes, I've played those, but it's so uncomfortable to play a little bit because the strings are like so, they're thick and they're, I don't know what material they are actually. Do you know what material that
The
is?
string
Yeah.
is what hot glue guns use. Yeah.
That's a silicone.
I know.
Oh,
I was making a joke. But it does.
that was a joke.
He's starting to get it.
See,
He's blocking us in.
I'm no comedian, but jokes are supposed to be funny.
Wow, that's some dark stuff.
Well,
We're friends
How do
here.
you-
I said I wasn't a comedian.
How do you explain the Joker?
Oh, yeah.
It's funny to him.
right.
As long as it's funny to someone, it can be yourself. It can be a
Suppose.
joke on everyone else that's just for you. But the strings on those basses do look like hot glue gun sticks. They're like the same width.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like a rubbery thing.
But I don't like the attack and everything. When I'm playing alone, it's cool, but when you're playing with a band, it sucks because you can't hear anything. For me, that's my personal experience.
Right.
So I'm just playing and I'm like, what is this tone? I don't hear anything. No attack, no bottom, and nothing.
How do you feel about it being so small? Because I thought that would have been the main issue.
Oh no,
that it's
that's so cute. I
because
love
usually
that.
you're like this,
No.
and then you're like this.
No, I
But that's
love
fine.
this. That's fine. That's totally fine.
I miss those Daisy Rock guitars. The little hearts that were short
Really?
scale. I
Are
wanted
they
one so bad.
That
Like-
small? No.
Yeah, they were like
Well,
like
they're short scale
They were a
guitars,
little
yeah.
too big.
Oh, short
I-
scale?
Yeah, I wanted to buy one so bad, but by the time I kind of said I'm doing it, I couldn't find
I
one.
wanted the flower one.
You want a flower one?
Yeah.
I want the heart.
Of course.
You only wanted the Powerpuff
I was
Girls.
hungry.
Oh, yeah. What
Buttercup,
time is it?
you know?
I have a request for Julia.
Yeah.
We have a bass player watching right now. His name is Michiel.
Hi.
He has a YouTube channel called Studio Camille.
Oh.
And I was going to ask you to say hi to him, but you just did it. If you want to say hi, Michiel, that would make his day.
No, I don't want to. I just,
Can you block him?
I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
said hi.
Get him to
Hi.
go onto his Patreon. Like $5 in the Patreon.
I just said hi. A really warm welcome.
See, I actually work with her all the time.
So I guess
all the time, no.
You don't have to. You get to.
He also wants to know, could you blink twice if Andy makes you work here?
Well, this
Are you the one with the good
just
No, I
pterodactyl
really
sound?
enjoy working with you. Amy.
Yes.
We have been joined by the pterodactyl himself.
Yes, Liz.
Well, here's
I can do a better one. Hold on. I got a cough drop in right now. I'm
Trey. I want to rewind a bit to a previous thing. Trey does a great German impersonation accent.
a German impersonation. Yeah, where I put mayonnaise on things and it doesn't belong.
How would a German say?
Butter on everything. Pretend a sandwich is a one slice of bread, butter, and one slice of meat. It's a sandwich.
Well, how would
Very good. We like.
in your opinion, how would a German say the brand of this shoe?
Adidas.
Ah, see, it's not quite as spicy as.
Well, it's named after a German dude, right? Adidasler.
The way you
his
just
name
said
was
it-
Adi Dassler.
No.
That's a badass name.
It's short for Adolf
I have to look
Dassler.
it up.
Right, not a lot of
That's
people name Adolf after their name.
No.
I don't see that name anymore.
I don't like the way it sounds. Like Glenda.
Right, so TGU 19. TGU 19.
I can't think of one reason.
Justin B is suggesting that Ryan and I buy the guitar.
I'm sorry, Justin B.
Justin B I don't know. I don't know.
Justin B.
Maybe we buy the guitar together.
You don't want that, right?
It'd be very hard for us to share it.
It was, especially with it
It's
being
not-
in my house.
That never works. That's like one of those things like kids like are like, oh, we're gonna win this, thing together. We spend our tickets at Chuck E. Cheese and get a pencil topper, and we're gonna share it. And we'll spend 6 months at my house, 6 months at your house.
No.
Didn't work out then. It's not gonna work out with the guitar.
I think they
Something
can make
happened.
I'm about to say, I think
Something happened with
who that
Trey.
kid was. It
He's
was
got
Trey.
scars
There's
from
a
this.
deep
All I'm
cut.
saying is that it's an easy road to hurt feelings.
He never got that eraser back.
Yeah. He had all these marks he needed to erase.
He got it.
And
It
now,
was like a nub.
and now, he only
6 months of
first
mistakes.
came and went.
Now there's only one mark in his life he needs to erase, and it's the eraser.
I'm just really glad you guys are here to help me work through this.
Is this a counseling session? Is this what this thing is?
I feel like I hijacked
Yeah, it's an intervention.
You mocked me when I began this. Look at us now.
You walk the council.
So we all need to get friendship bracelets
You're not
and
in-
matching tattoos.
You're not in the circle, so.
I mean, look at Hunter over here taking 2 cushions. He could share a cushion.
There's room for 100.
Look at
not
that,
two
you got an
hunters.
invitation!
The hunter has invited you.
Hunter with
Oh, you moved that way. I'm upset now.
You smell, dude.
To be fair, we probably all smell.
I mean, you smell
So,
beautiful.
Dude,
Yeah.
we've
And
all been-
specify what smell.
We've all been chugging smoke beer every night. We
yeah.
all stink. This is the smelliest room right now, but none of us can tell because we all have the same stink, and it's smoke beer.
We share it. Again, friendship bracelets and matching tattoos.
And it just permeates.
Now that
our
I'm
skin.
in the circle.
We'll be joined by Patrick Hunter.
Hot take.
Oh, hi
from-
guys. Yeah. Hey.
Hot take from you guys.
This is
What's-
Patrick Hunter.
What's
Yeah,
the
I
best
know.
last name? What's the best first name?
Maybe he wants to do
Hunter
a
and
video
Hunter.
with me. With
Hunter and Hunter together.
Yeah.
Sorry, Julian.
Maybe he's. What are you? Hi, my
Hi,
name is Julia. Nice to
Patrick,
meet
nice to
you.
meet you.
Come on, come on.
Oh, 360.
Bass players.
Stereo bass.
You remember the Ricka sound system? When you get
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh,
Split it out?
yeah.
Who's rocking the Rico sound system? Please
Someone
comment
is.
if you're rocking the Rico sound system.
Billy Sheehan has his signature, one that has an output for each pickup.
I did a video with not the Winery Dogs, his other band, Sons of Apollo, and he goes into so much depth on how why he does that and everything. It's really cool.
And I'm over here just I play with a pick. All right, sounds good.
You live your truth. Live your truth.
Hey, man.
Be who you
I
are.
am who I am. And I was talking to Pete about it earlier. When I woke up this morning, one of the comments that I got, I guess overnight, someone said, "You just don't seem like a great guy." ... And I was like, cool. And then I was telling Pete about me playing with a pick. How no matter what, I will always get that comment. Usually weekly, maybe every 2-3 days or so, every once in a while. And where someone's just like, "You're not a real bass player. You use a pick." And I was like, fair. That's fair.
You didn't do a shootout video where you can't see your picking hand and you have people vote. Was that pick or no pick?
That's a fucking great idea.
But make it no pick both times.
I'm gonna go make
Or pick both times. And be like, suck it.
I'm gonna go make that video right now. Beat you to it.
I have to go. But as I was telling Pete about that, sure enough, I get a YouTube comment. And it's like, yep, there's one right there.
But does Anthony Jackson? I thought he played a pig on Chaka Khan's record, and it's really awesome
And
with the pig. Really.
well, it
awesome.
must have sucked though.
Yeah,
Because it's not, it's just
Yeah.
a guitar player trying to play bass. That's.
Yeah.
All three of you would just go.
Is there anything more pathetic?
Is there a lower scum?
I played some long guitar.
Oh yes, we did have a long guitar discussion.
Yeah. We had a long guitar. We had a long guitar discussion.
Long guitar discussion.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the long guitar is that it's
long?
It's long. It's got less
That's
strings,
the idea.
but the strings are big.
I'm just reading the comments and,
Has anyone else noticed that?
Short, fat.
We have real
Yeah.
questions and I don't want to spoil it.
Ask the real questions, Amy. I'm sorry I ruined your
No,
show.
Yeah, we're just
Patrick, what are you doing tomorrow? Do you have a full
I'm
schedule.
making a video with you, I guess.
You busy?
Yeah, girl.
Please.
And then I'm gonna go in there and be like, okay, I'm just gonna play the E and then maybe an A and just be like, what? I can't. No, get out. And I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's fine.
We have a question from a friend of mine. Yes, I have them.
No.
He has a son who has a YouTube channel, and he is currently spinning the 360 thing round and round until the whole family is sick. He does animation stuff, and they want to know, they need a bass for doing recordings because his dad does the theme music for his son's animation stuff.
Cool.
And what is the most useful bass to buy? As he's a guitar player and he plays some really cool rock music. 4, 5-string, fretted or fretless. If you had one bass.
I wouldn't go. Oh, I'm not a bass player, but I wouldn't. Well, if he's a guitar player, I would not go fretless from the beginning. That's a.
So you're
That's a learning curve.
You're not a bass player, and you're telling us about this. Are you bass playing us?
I'm
Bass playing. Oh god.
I'm happy to do it. As a guitar player who kind of also plays bass.
I'd be
He's a
friendly.
guitar
Listen,
player.
seriously,
Yeah.
I'd get a Fender Jazz bass because the neck is really small and it's going to be close to the size of his guitar.
There's the camera, Steve.
Right.
You're talking to RT Smudge.
Or Ibanez is one of the smallest neck basses on the market. I find.
It's only this long.
You know, and if
Can
you're,
you just
used
say that
to
again for
if
me?
you're used to the width of a guitar, the switch to like a P bass will feel massive. The jazz bass won't be nearly as much. Or
Jazz basses sound great too.
some of the smaller Ibanez neck ones, usually like Korean made, those tend to be the smallest.
What about short scale basses, like a Mustang bass or something like
Not
that?
a real bass.
I don't want to rain on your parade, but can we get an answer from Julian and Patrick, please?
Yeah.
What?
No, the loud guitar players are talking.
I think we're going to use this for 10 years.
Let's just have a little bass solo for a moment. Patrick, what would you recommend?
Bass solo.
I mean, you can do something like the short scale Mustangs. So you have a
See?
PJ, you have a PJ configuration.
Unless you want to play
And
bass.
so, and that way you can turn off either pickup and you get completely different sounds. You can get a full neck pickup with half your bridge pickup. It's a completely different sound. And also it's short scale, so they're really fun to play.
Really fun.
That's why we didn't let him talk.
Because I make
Unless you want to
sense.
play
Guys.
bass.
Or, I like jazz basses mostly, but for versatility, get a 4-string like PJ configuration.
Julian?
Yeah, and I don't know, how old is he?
The dad, hang on. I think it's for him to play, so he's...
For the dad.
For the dad, yeah, not for the son. So the son does the animation.
48.
Okay, and then
I don't know, but let's say around the same age
15
as
years
me.
old is a very young
okay,
dad.
no, then because I first thought the kid is going to play, so the short scale would be a good choice, but I would go for the 5-string Fender jazz bass.
Why 5-string?
Or
Controversial.
Add that
no,
low
he
beat, man.
Because
wanted
guitars
to
have
have
6 strings is a
5-string.
good like
No,
transition.
does he wanted to have 5-string or
No,
not?
he was asking 4.
He said
Or
4 or
just-
5.
Then a 4-string jazz bass, because then you have got the 2 pickups, and
Adam,
Yeah.
question for you.
then you can do a lot of
He's
sound
just going to tell you not to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Take it.
Julian, we've got Adam really behind you. Same question to Adam. There's a guy looking to buy...
when he's around.
There's a guitar player looking to buy a bass because he does recordings for his son's animation on YouTube videos.
Okay.
What bass would you recommend for a guitar player to play to lay down some studio tracks?
I mean, I'm a huge fan of anything Fender, to be honest. So any P bass or J bass knockoff, because they're instantly fit in pretty much any sort of track that you can imagine.
He's a huge fan of Fender. Buy a knockoff.
Just buy the Harley Benton.
I played a Harley Benton PJ74 earlier. I just remember that name, and then Adam came in after I was done with the video, and he started just like, I really like this. It's $144.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that bass was sick. That was a great bass. I love that bass.
Harley Benton PJ74.
I think I just got my job back.
And a Rick. You're not a real bass player unless you buy a Rickenbacker.
Whoa, hot take.
Wow.
Julia?
You're talking to the guy. My main bass was made in Mexico jazz bass, so I mean.
I love the sound, but they're so heavy. That's the reason why I don't play the Rickenbacker that often. But I have got a
They are
Rickenbacker
very
with
possible.
round rounds and big pick, so that's a really cool sound I like. But they are so heavy, so when I'm playing 2 hours,
God, yeah,
So
I can
I
imagine playing with this.
I have a base-related query. Is it query? It's query, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
It is now. I have a base-related query. I play with a guy who has a Rick base, and he was telling me that when he got it, it was all old-looking, and the paint was all like dinged up and stuff like that, and so he had it refinished, and now it's like a mirror glossy black. And I feel like that was a bad move. What do you guys think? Should he have kept it relic, or should he have done the refin that he did do?
Personal preference. I think if he likes it, then it's shiny, but he really likes.
But it's not a new one. It's like
he really likes the feel of the base.
It's an oldie. It's an old one.
Oh, yeah, he messed up.
That's a crime.
I mean, it's just like
Yeah, it's his
let
base.
it
He
do
can do whatever he
if
wants, right?
If your instrument
Well,
is
actually,
actually
as long as he doesn't, and it's whoever sucker buys it after. Yeah, I don't know.
And then I don't know, just going from I imagine a nice original relics and just vintage Rickenbacker was like, man, I can already see like the cuts, the dings, all the things. And then he's like, I'm gonna paint it gloss black. It's like,
I had it professionally done. I haven't.
but it's still just like it's a black finish. It's
Yeah, like I would have gone for a crazy color if I'm going to pay for a refin. Yeah,
sparkle pink,
gold sparkle.
Well, the thing is, I do believe you should do whatever you want because it's yours.
Oh, 100%.
But style changes so much, and what's cool, yesterday is not cool tomorrow, kind of thing. So it's like, remember everyone in the '70s like stripped all the paint off of those old Fender guitars, right? They got rid of the Lake Placid blue, rose, candy apple red, and they just like stripped it all off and then stained it wood. Like bare wood, oh, what a badass!
People
and now
did
they hate
terrible
themselves.
things to Mustangs.
Yeah.
Mustangs took so much abuse in the '70s and the '80s. Like
the horses, the cars, or the basses.
Yes.
The guitars and the basses. Like we find all these ads for our show. Where it's like someone tried to like hack a Keller trim into a Mustang, or they tried to make it like some sort of crazy hair metal shape, so they cut the horns to be sharper, and like awful things people did to Mustangs. Awful.
That's gross.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Like beyond just stripping all the beautiful paint off. Yeah.
I have two things. Firstly, Spenceling, the son from Artie Smudge, says thanks very much, and he'd like us all to say hi. Hi, Spenceling.
Hi!
And his dad said that those are the greatest answers ever. Thank you very much, and he's very appreciative. He's a lovely guy, so I genuinely appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. Then Amanda has asked, what's the most extreme way of relicking that you can come up with?
Playing the guitar.
Kickflip.
Kickflip. Come on, shove it.
Extreme.
Well, the current technique is to do you hit it with a blow dryer and then an ice cube, or an ice cube
It's
and then the blow
the
dryer?
compressed air. You use the compressed air to refreeze it.
Okay,
Because it comes out like liquid carbon dioxide. It's super cold.
Right. So you warm it up and then. So what do you do first? You warm it up first and then freeze it.
You hit it, and then because when you hold it upside down, it squirts out the liquid carbon dioxide.
I'm just trying to think what causes the crazing lines, and I think it's expansion, right?
It's both things. It's the expansion and the contraction.
Okay.
It's just it moving,
Right.
It doesn't matter if it's cold and then you make it hot real fast, but it's easier to make it cold fast than it is to make it hot fast.
Gotcha.
So
you just hold up an air can upside down and release its.
So you warm it up for a couple minutes and then you freeze it real quick.
Right.
Yeah. My technique, and I did a video of this. My technique for relicking guitars is just to put them in a big bucket and just like a Rubbermaid. I like shake it for like.
Put
10
in the
minutes.
laundry machine.
You put like keys and nails and stuff in there, and I put my belt buckle in there, and just shake it real hard.
But you can drag it behind a car. That'll get some good stuff going.
That's just been mentioned in the comments.
I've seen a lot of.
They're like, you stole my comment.
I've accidentally reliced a lot of guitars just by getting my guitar in the airport and opening the case after it gets in the thing, and you just open it and you actually just watch all the cracks because it's been in the bottom of a plane, and then the moment you take it out of the case, it's never climbed. It just you're looking at it going, no. You close it. It's too late. So just go fly with an airplane.
In October, when we were flying back from Germany, and it was minus 50 degrees. They give you a readout of the outside temperature. It was minus 50 degrees over the ocean, and when we hit Canada, it hit minus 90 degrees. So you think how cold that cabin must be getting under there very slowly. And you're in a cage, so it's not that fast, but that's getting cold. Yeah. That's really cold. So
cats and dogs love it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, definitely
travel. And the lack of compression, right?
Travel with your pets.
Oh yeah.
They'll have
so good idea.
Relic your pet.
Relic your pet.
My puppy's an old man now.
There was this cat that used to break into my family's house to eat our cat's food. And so we'd walk into the kitchen like, get out of here! And I started trying to catch it with the plan of like shaving a strip on its back with the buzzer and then writing in Sharpie like, your cat is eating our cat's food.
Right, like a book. I do not enjoy how you've let your cat out so much.
But the thought of holding a cat still to shave it and then write something on it like is not realistic.
But you have a killer how to shave a cat video.
I bet he would make a really good video.
Oh yeah. So does anybody here know the jazz bass player Charles Mingus? He had a pamphlet.
Well, not personally.
Well,
not like you.
Well, he had a pamphlet that he was very proud of. He wrote a whole thing on how to toilet train your cat. And it's one of my favorite things on the internet is reading Charles Mingus's guide to toilet training your cat. In case anybody wants to know, you can learn from a jazz great.
You gotta wait until the cat's right in the right place where you want to be, and then you play the brown note.
Yeah, man, he's very specific on like angles of like the litter box and everything. Like, dude, this guy
It's a
cares.
science.
He cares about. He cares.
And the thing is, like, how many cats do you have to troubleshoot to be, give yourself, the ability to have the faith like, this is how you do it.
I've been trying for years. I found this thing that
Is
works.
he just knocking on people's doors going like, can I help your cat?
This took me 9 cats.
If you're a studied musician and you approach things methodically, and like I'm going to learn how to play the bass, he shed cat poop.
Does he have any pamphlets on shedding?
No, I don't know. Charles Mingus.
He didn't write stuff about music, just cats.
Yeah.
That was his true passion.
That was his true passion.
As all of our passions really truly are. Thomann Cathead University.
Cathead University.
Oh, 2020.
So I want to say that last year, Andy and I were walking around, and I was like, oh, this university theme is pretty cool. It'd be fun if they changed up the theme next year. Oh, they could do something like a summer camp thing. And Andy was like, it'll never happen.
I also said it doesn't matter because you won't be invited back. And it just turns out I got the year wrong. I meant 2020.
Well, I definitely earned my comeuppance on that one.
Has anyone seen the movie Split? With James McAvoy, where he has all these different personalities.
Yes!
I've just become so tired that I think I might be him. And you are all...
Are you going into the beast mode?
I'm not sure which one of us is the... I am very sure which one of us is the beast, Steve.
Hunter?
He did great in that movie. That movie was excellently active. Have you seen seen Glass yet?
Glass, I have, yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
It's not hot trash.
It's not hot trash. It's not even cold trash.
No, it's not even lukewarm trash.
It's the perfect.
That's my favorite kind of
temperature
trash.
Perfect trash. It's perfect temperature trash.
All right, I'm going to have to end this because my belly says we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, let's do one final thing. Metalhead Hippie would like a shout out in a way.
Metalhead Hippie!
What is up? I was wondering where Glenn went.
You just hear him in the back go, yes!
And we'll end with someone who's not been very nice in the comments.
Ooh.
You know who you are, I won't give away your username, but you behave like that, and I'll get Julia to make a video for you where she tells you off like she does me. And you'll feel like this big. He says cats are okay as long as you don't overcook them. Anyway, thank you for watching. We may end now.
Adam's like, I disagree.
Well done.
Thank you for watching. This has been
Yeah, I think I'm
Thomann,
amazing.
TGU 19, Andy's round table without a table, 360 view.
Yeah.
Should we go get some food?
Yes.
Some food. Bye, y'all.
See ya.
Bye.
Give us the legs, Ryan.